I remember I was up and I was so bad and the things that we had to get that cat. My head above the water, my feet can't touch the ground, and it feels like I will see the things forever. One night around, slowly drifting away. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, who is 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? I don't understand how she is not at the pinnacle right now. The only character that could possibly be like seen as cuter than her is Nekomata. But when you bring it into the fact that Nekomata's like 27, it's just like now it's just weird. You know what I mean? Ew. Hmm. I'll be your mommy ass fan. I just can't believe that his voice actor is actually like the dude who does Yukine from Noragami. Yeah, her is racing because she's a fangirl and he's just worried about getting caught. Escaping. Yeah, my dream, working for the government. Good grief. Honestly, my dream is to find God truly. And if I can do that by getting an IT job that does work for the government, that'd be pretty cool. I'm gonna be the type. I want to be the type of person. No, there is no type of person I want to be unless you could be the type of person that God wants you to be, right? Right now, I'm like nowhere near that, but eventually, down the road, once all this shit gets behind me, hopefully I will find God, truly. And maybe I'll be able to make so much money with this IT job that I could be like, boom, mom, a car. Boom, mom, rent. Hey, mom, you need some help? Hey, yo, is life kicking your ass? Because I'm going to be honest, life is treating me so good. Hey, mom, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to need help with these taxes. Merry Christmas, mom. A new fucking fridge. Like, you know what I mean? Like, bro. And it would be so crazy if I could do that. Because my mom really grinded us from the mud, bro. We ain't even had no house. She really said, I was like having memories of where we used to live, and I was like trying to get her to connect the dots for me. And she was like, "Oh yeah, that place you were talking about back when you was a Head Start. We was living in a 60-day shelter. No, a month, 1 month shelter for 60 days somehow, right? Trying to get back on our feet. Never did. I remember before we even got to like an actual shelter, that we was living out in a car, eating McDonald's and shit, trying to live. And back then, it's hard to tell what my feelings were, but I felt a sense of companionship because my family was right there with me. And I think that in those times, that was when I was closest to my family, back when we were broke. It had nothing. Even this little apartment that we live in, it's fire to me. When we got the condo, that was the first, no, not even the first. Before that, I remember we lived in another condo. It literally felt like we were living in a hole on a wall. But it was real, and it was cold. And I remember stabbing my sister with a pen. And I remember only being able to justify it because she threw batteries at me one time. And I don't even know if that was at the same place. I remember I broke the monitor by punching it. And I fixed it again by punching it. I remember I headbutted my sister's tablet so hard it broke. I was angry and rage. That was when we was living at Streamside. Man, Streamside is what really changed the nigga. That's about the time I started to fall off the stairways. That's about the time I started to fall off that road to heaven, right there. When we went to Streamside, and it was hella like, it was very like violent and corrupt over there. A lot of gang shit. Remember, France got killed, stabbed, shot. Even me, my fucking self, got at, stabbed. And a lot of the crazy shit that went down, my mom didn't even know the fucking half of it because she was never home. And when she did come home, she was so goddamn tired from the grind. She just had to stay in her room all day. Living with suicidal thoughts all fucking day. Living with a bad kid like me all fucking day. Made out of that bitch finally. Went to milestone. Then it was time for 5th grade. Yes, I was losing niggas in my life when I was in like 3rd and 4th grade. Nigga was really out there like trapping at 4th and 3rd grade. 5th grade, plan. You got like a different plan at least to get moved out, moved to a new place. It was even smaller. It was even smaller. But shit, we made that bitch home. And compared to this place, it was pretty big. It was really big compared to this place. And we lived at that place even longer than we did Streamside. I say Streamside was from 2nd to 4th, so I guess 1, 2, 3 years. Bro, 3 years, I didn't think it was a long time, but those are a lot of days, a lot of weeks, a lot of months where shit just goes down. I'm telling you, you think 2 months isn't a lot of time? Yeah, sure, 2 months isn't a lot of time when there's something that's gonna run out in 2 months. But 2 months of life, and that shit's gonna fucking hit you, bro. You could change a lot, or a lot of shit could just fuck you up in just 2 months. So imagine 3 fucking years. Shit happened to my ass. I remember even over just one summer break when I met this nigga in the military over a fucking game, and that nigga recruited me to join his like squad playing division and shit. I remember we was like hacking. Remember we was over there hacking and shit. Not me, but like we was fighting other niggas who was hacking. I'm telling you, this shit was so big, bro. It's like they had a history of like this one person called Baby Joker with what's his username, and like Axel, Owen, and them. They all wanted, they all wanted him. They wanted Baby Joker's kid because Baby Joker got compromised while playing like Call of Duty. No, Division 2. No, I think it was Call of Duty. He either got compromised playing Call of Duty or Division 2, because Division 2 was the game they said that is completely theirs. We can't do anything about that. And I remember staying up all night doing everything we could to like keep them from taking over Division 1 completely. Doing all these missions. All this shit's going down. This shit's compromised. You can't even fucking touch it. We're going over there. Like, you touch that shit, they have you. They have you, bro. Your protection? We fell asleep in a party one day and niggas tried to hack into it in order to boot you offline. By the time they did that, they'd have you. They'd have you. By the time they did that shit, they'd have you, bro. They couldn't due to the little bit of protection that we had that was in the party. There was like kids involved too. There were little kids that were being used by like Lizard Squad one day. It was that very night that we was having like a huge battle. And they was like all trying to take down King. You could hear his mic going, and they still couldn't boot him off. He had like 30, 40 or so people trying to actively take him out, and they just couldn't. And he had pulled out on a different like device, a different division account, where he said that's where his hacking level was really high, and nobody knew what it was. I remember Levi, the kid, one of our kids on record side. On record side, record's also another actor in the military. Dangerous man for anyone else's fucking well-being. He pretty much trained Zeke. Zeke is sitting here, not Zeke, Levi, and Levi's pretty much warning us. He's like, there is somebody coming towards you who's insane. There's somebody who's coming towards you who is absolutely insane. This nigga's like, what this nigga can do to y'all? Like, y'all are fucked. And Levi, no way. What? No, Levi was King's friend. Maybe Zeke was the kid's name. Yeah, Levi is definitely King's friend. Zeke was the kid's name. But yeah, Levi is like, that's not any random hacker. That's my best friend and shit like that. Some cringe, whatever. And King finally pulls up, joins back in the party, and we start getting shit rolling. It is like fucking 4 a.m., bro. We have been fighting all fucking night, and I'm starting to lose it. And just so we can take a break, Wrecker comes in and says, all y'all boys go to sleep, we will handle this shit from here. Owen, the person that... No, I think it was someone else. Someone other than Owen. And I forgot his name. Son of a bitch. I wish I knew his name. But he had originally, he was the first person to actually find King, and where he stayed back when King's base that he lived at didn't have much protection. Or at least not instantly, like, everybody's there. Like, they militarized eventually, but they were able to get into his house, and they tried to kill his son. His adopted son. And he gave his DNA in order for them to, like, sort of be related. In some sort of way. Almost like a blood pact or some shit. So, they try and kill him, and King murders one of those people with a knife. And the other militarized forces are coming in, and everybody starts getting down on their fucking knees. There were no people who were left alive that day. I fucking promise you. I still don't know his name. Maybe Eagle Eye? Something Eye. It was like Eye something. He had sent that dude's head in a box over to the person who had taught a person named Owen and Axel. He had taught both those dickheads how to hack. Owen, Axel, and Adam. Adam is Axel's twin brother. And so Axel thought that they locked him up in military prison, and they're like basically hacking King, trying to like get stuff on him, trying to threaten his life, trying to threaten his son's life, that they could let him go. Eventually, we got Axel in call one day. Because he was fucked. Because we had him trapped. And we had him at call. We told him to call off all his guys and to stop this fake fucking effort that they're trying to put on. Stop all these ceaseless attacks, all these scans of us on GTA 5, all this compromisation shit because the person they think they're trying to fight for is literally dead. And so he starts sort of shitting himself and backs off. The attack ceased for like not even 3 weeks. He's back. Matter of fact, it's not Axel who's back. Leading up to this, we thought we had already caught Axel. It was his twin brother Adam. That's who we caught. But Axel ended up joining our side. His brother was released. And instead, Owen was now the next person on our tail after Axel. He was like Axel number 2. And he was worse. It wasn't worse because of his skill. He was worse because of how frequently he would attack and how he didn't give us any nights to sleep. That's when the other story I said before happened. The events are starting to come back in order now. So I do think his name was Zeke. A little kid, I think it was Zeke. And Levi is King's best friend. Blood was another close person in charge. Baby Joker was Owen's original target. So that's how that shit went down. Eventually, though, after it just kept going on, they hacked into my phone. And pretty much, while they were doing that, that's how they got into the party the first time. They hacked into my phone, and they didn't do this because they wanted anything on me. They did this because they wanted King, but they ended up indirectly getting shit from me anyway. So I had already become liable by that point. So here's how they got into the party to activate the story I said before, where basically we were all sleeping in a party and they were trying to boot out Baby Joker and King. And Baby Joker, Blood, they were the only people there with enough protection. Levi, King's best friend, with the second most protection, which would have never let them get them. After the party, it was almost as if Levi wanted them to take us. We don't know why he left. Levi does a lot of dumb shit and gets a pass. And so, the way they got in, they hacked my phone, compromised it, and they connected to the Wi-Fi from my phone. From that Wi-Fi, they then linked that back to my PlayStation 4, which was connected to the Wi-Fi, and used that passageway to enter the party somehow. Indirectly. It's not like you could see them there, but you could see people who are like trying to cling on or leaving the party without them doing anything, without their PlayStation shutting off. They're just leaving. Actually, they're not leaving, they're getting booted off. But the people who got booted off weren't the target. Blood is safe. And the reason King couldn't do shit is because he had got called into like the military base where he can't take his phone for shit. He can't take anything, or at least he has to turn it all off. None of that is allowed to go with him. So he's not even aware any of the shit is happening. He's not aware of that. And so Levi gets into some shit after this. So basically, because of that, I had to reset my entire phone. just to get the hackers off my phone. You see how you can get all like the all the bitches from section 6 and the Y's in frame when you zoom in all the way, but you can't get Harasuma. You can get all, you can either get all of section 6 or you can get the woman of section 6 and the main characters. That doesn't say anything, by the way. I'm just saying that.